And the Boring Company met with Metro Council's Transportation Committee tonight. They were answering questions in a public meeting for the first time since the Music City Loop Tunnel project was announced last summer. It's the tunnel, if you have not been paying attention to this big story, the tunnel that they're planning to build from downtown Nashville to the airport. So our Braden Ross breaks down what they said tonight and how your elected officials are reacting.
This was the first time the Boring Company answered questions in a public setting like this. They addressed everything from safety and environmental concerns to how they plan to build trust with the community. They said they've been gathering public feedback throughout this process, although some residents and council members say the way they've been going about it through private meetings and written statements isn't good enough.
Engagement does mean maybe some different things to us than it does to others.
The Boring Company also said they're having weekly meetings with the mayor's office.
With the announcement, we began meeting regularly with the mayor's department heads and continue those meetings with weekly meetings with some of the mayor's staff.
But when Councilmember Delisha Porterfield asked a representative from the mayor's office about that,
are y'all meeting with the Boring Company weekly? That was a no.
I also asked the mayor's office that same question separately, and I got the same answer. But while many council members left unsatisfied with the hearing, several other council members say they had their questions answered, and they're excited to see the tunnel come to fruition. Metro Council is still considering a symbolic resolution opposing the Music City Loop Tunnel. In Nashville, Braden Ross, WSMV4.